Hello everybody, and today I'm celebrating my 100 videos on YouTube. It was 1 year ago that I started making videos, and first month I was posting one video every single day. Let's look at the history of my videos, and thank you everyone for watching my videos. See you!
In religion, like how human design can, change the way they think. Or first of all, let me be really very clear here. Human design is not a belief system. It's very practical knowledge on comparing your personal experience, your personal observations of who you actually are with the mechanics that offers us our chart. Like basically we can say, if we study anatomy, and then we just look at how things work inside of our body, we don't just believe in it, but we actually see that, the joints work in a certain way and blood flows in a certain way. So for me, human design is first of all very mechanical. I don't see how observing and watching mechanics, same like anatomy of the body, knowing how things move, how they actually can impact somebody's belief system. I think absolutely not. Another thing, if your observations and what you see in your inner truth is not supporting what you hear from human design, most probably this knowledge is just not for you, or maybe your logical perception is different and you it's just not fitting your perception, which is absolutely fine. From human design, the most important and essential thing I would suggest for everyone who comes across this knowledge, just look at the strategy and authority.
Hello, and this is Human Design with Anna. And today we are talking again about your not self behaviors and why it is so important to recognize which behavior. Hello everyone, and today I'd like to talk about relationships. So I think this series of videos, they will be based on my own experience and my own understanding. I'm referring to human design, but I'm giving you my personal outlook on how I start to observe certain things. And yes, it took me about 10 years of my own experiment, and yes, I have followed steps of human design. I have my reading, I have observed my open centers, and I different life when you're emotionally defined, which means every decision-making process is affected by your emotional wave. And if you're open emotionally, means that you're constantly impacted by the emotions of others. Even if they are not next to you, you can enter to a place and pick up certain emotions. You can start feeling a certain way. And sometimes you wonder why you feel so high, why you feel so low, just like those mountains behind me, mountains and caves of Cappadocia. So manifestors, projectors, and of course reflectors who have a completely open body graph. The sacral center is open, and we call them non-sacral beings. How is life for non-sacral beings? I think it is very hard to deny the fact that non-sacral beings are somehow conditioned on daily basis by the energy of generators. What is different about generators? Generators generate, we have a sacral, and through the sacral goes the life force, the energy, life goes through us. So when we say that generator responds, the truth is you start living your life as yourself. You simply start feeling less resistance
when you're doing something, it starts to happen more effortlessly. Like simply when you want or desire to do certain things, there is less barriers. And when the barriers happen, you simply don't feel like, breaking the wall with your head. And you naturally relax in your strategy and authority, and it will take you most probably around these walls, around these barriers. You stop having false ideas and ideas that are not yours. For example, in order to be happy, I need to be super rich, or only if I have certain achievements in my life, I can actually have satisfaction. Absolutely not true. And today, let's talk about an open center that really is the backbone of marketing and selling techniques all over the world. That is open ego center or open heart. For those of us who have this center open, simply means difficult to be, to really catch and have a grasp on your worth, on the worth of things that surround you. It's very questionable, the value of the things.
Hello everybody, and today I would like to talk about how Rauruhu got his revelation, because that's how we call exactly the message that he received about the mechanics of human beings, and how exactly it happened. And I will attach to this video the link where you can see the full interview. There is a full talk where Ra just describes his incredible experience. So revelation, as we call it, it happened with Ra. By the way, originally his name was Alan Krakover.
I'm not always very comfortable to talk about myself, but I think maybe today I feel the right way to present myself and talk a little bit more about me, why I do human design, and which way it helps me, and why I why my interest doesn't fade away with the years to human design. So my name is Anna Kachkar, and I'm actually Ukrainian. I lived in really many different countries over my life, and I have practiced certain practices like yoga, and I was reading a lot of books over my life to understand the meaning of life or the purpose of life. Or I always had a lot of questions, they were not answered. And somebody mentioned human design to me, and I remember when I first went on the website, was about 2011, I think. And that time, Jovian Archive website still had a voice of Ra. Like when you want to listen about your profile, or when you want to read about your energy type, like there was an audio track with a Ra voice. And the moment I heard the description of what 6 line is, I'm a generator 6-2, like that very moment, maybe also like I was impacted by his voice. That very moment I felt that a lot of things make sense. There was a feeling that I'm okay, I'm fine, because I was just transitioning at that time. Like at the age of 30, I started feeling that I don't understand my life. I don't understand why certain things happen to me. And I couldn't understand looking back, like at the age before 30, why certain things were so important to me. Like, this information came right in about the right time so that I wouldn't bury